There are more 600cc bikes sold today than in any other sector of the bike market, which probably explains why there's more variety in this particular area than anywhere else. So let's take a look at some of the street bikes available today. Way back in 1995, Suzuki introduced the Bandit, a smart-looking retro-style 600. The Bandit was criticised at first and was often referred to as a parts bin special. The fact is, it was cheaper than any of the competition. Okay, it did use parts we'd all seen before on other Suzukis, including the motor, which was lifted from their RF 600, but it all worked well together, and the Bandit very quickly gained a healthy following and developed a reputation for being a hooligan tool. 600cc's, around 80 brake horsepower and a top speed in excess of 120 miles an hour certainly adds up to a whole lot of fun. Would you believe some of the early Bandits are now selling in second-hand showrooms for less than £2,000? While Suzuki were enjoying booming sales of their Bandit, Yamaha decided that they would like a share of the action. So in 1998 we were presented with the Fazer, another 600cc street bike, and again using parts previously seen on other Yamaha machines, not least the engine, which is the same motor as Yamaha use in their Thundercat, and that proved to be one of the best-selling points for the Fazer. Whilst the Thundercat has never really set the world on fire as a true sports bike, it's always had a good reputation for its engine. Lots of low-down torque and plenty of mid-range power when compared to some of the other 600 units around today. The Fazer sports a small half fairing but keeps the high and fairly wide handlebar setup, which gives a nice upright riding position and also helps to retain the aggressive image which has become so popular on this style of bike. An early Fazer could now be yours for well under £3,000. Having watched the success of Suzuki and Yamaha, it was only a matter of time before Honda launched their middleweight street bike. It was, of course, the Hornet. Nothing very new in the styling department, the same kind of semi-retro feel we'd all now become used to. Big single headlamp up front and again wide handlebars to help with this aggressive feel. All of that combined with a fairly sporty back end with the 4x1 exhaust system exiting high up at the rear made for a smart looking machine. Honda followed the lead of other manufacturers in using a well-proven power unit. The Hornet boasts the same engine as Honda's top-selling CBR 600, although it doesn't quite produce the same kind of performance. Some people would say it's been detuned. Honda would prefer us to call it retuned to give more mid-range and make it a more usable kind of power. A new Hornet today will cost you over £4,500 on the road, but if you can find an early example, then expect to pay around £2,500. Now, if you're looking to see which is the best of this little trio, then you might be disappointed to learn that there isn't one really, because they're all very similar in both style and performance, and they'll all suit different people for different reasons. And let's be honest, if we all bought the same bike, it would be a pretty boring world, wouldn't it?